An FBI affidavit says the two men from Kazakhstan got the first hint of what was coming in a conversation with Jahar Tsarnaev about a month before the marathon, when Jahar explained that he knew how to make a bomb. 2 days after the bombing, before the photos were released, Kaderbayev meets up with Tsarnaev and notices he, quote, appeared to have given himself a short haircut. But according to the third suspect, Rebel Philippos, full realization of what was going on apparently kicked in when he, Kaderbayev, and Tzayakov started to freak out because it became clear from a CNN report we were watching that Jahar was one of the Boston bombers. This was the evening of April 18th. They reached out in text messages to Jahar and told him he looked like the suspect on television. Tsarnaev's return text contained LOL and other things Kaderbayev interpreted as jokes, such as, you better not text me. Also, come to my room and take whatever you want. Between 6 and 7 that night, Kaderbayev, Tzayakov, and Philippos went to Tsarnaev's dormitory room on the UMass Dartmouth campus, the affidavit says. Kaderbayev located a backpack that contained an emptied-out cardboard tube described as fireworks, a jar of Vaseline believed to have been used to make bombs. Kaderbayev decided to remove the backpack from the room in order to help his friend Tsarnaev avoid trouble, and took the laptop and the Vaseline as well. About 10 p.m., Kaderbayev said they collectively decided to throw the backpack and fireworks into the trash. April 19th, the next day, Tzayakov saw a garbage truck come to their apartment to empty the dumpster where Kaderbayev had discarded the backpack. When authorities interviewed Philippos on April 20th, the affidavit says, he initially said he did not remember going to the dormitory room, then changed his story saying he did not remember going there with the other two men, denying they had entered the room at all. It apparently wasn't until a fourth interview on April 26th when Philippos eventually confessed that he had lied to agents during his previous interviews. This afternoon, their lawyers are essentially saying they didn't know what they were doing, and there are hints of support for that in the court papers. For example, one of the men said they took the laptop because it didn't want Tsarnaev's roommate to think they were acting suspiciously by just taking the backpack.